Everyone, welcome back and happy Tuesday. Is it? I'm like, oh, I understand. Can I just say this really quick? I understand that we all have problems in the world, and there are a lot bigger issues than what I have going on. So it's 106 degrees outside, which is hot as hell. There was a nail in my tire because of the construction that's going on next door. Then I took my car in to the auto place, forgot my car key because my key is on my phone. So I drove 30 minutes to come back to figure out that I didn't have the car key. So in order for them to do what they needed to do, and then after that, I got pulled over again. So what a fun morning. But it's not going to stop the energy. I'm going to let this one go and I'm going to go into the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. So before we jump in, if you guys are not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that the notification bell. I got to switch the internet. Let's do this shit. Here we go. Boom. All right. So, thank you to Reality Blurb. Season 4 of The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City will go down as one of the best in Bravo history. Of course, this is because of the entire cast. By the way, guys, not Up and Adam Channel 1, but get subscribed to Up and Adam Channel 2 as you see in the logo above. Now, no one can deny the impact of Monica Garcia on the show. No, this is true both for the finale and the season as a whole. But now she's opening up in a new podcast interview about the infamous troll account being fired and much more. So fans will recall that Monica was cast to be on season 4 of Salt Lake City. Each week she was a trending topic and Monica quickly became a fan favorite. However, she was fired after being exposed for running a troll Instagram account and after failing to put on a good performance at the reunion. So since then, she had a series of ups and downs, including suffering a miscarriage, which is absolutely awful. Recently, Monica sat down for an episode of the Behind the Velvet Rope podcast with David Yontief, and she said quite a bit in the interview, but one of the highlights was that she discussed the history of the troll account and how she didn't create it as a way to bash the show. In fact, she didn't know Jen Shaw was going to be on the show at first. According to Monica, I didn't know Jen was on the show when I first met her. I didn't find out like I don't know a few weeks until like a few weeks after knowing her. After doing the WHOP video that oh god, that lives on the internet also. Monica and David then discussed reality TV as a whole and how it's not really real anymore. And she says, I can't speak for the entire reality world, but I do think I can only speak for my franchise, right? I do think in that situation, we're not seeing the real people that they are portraying. Now, regarding the finale of The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City and being real, Monica reveals that she knew she was going to be exposed while at dinner. She says, no, I was well aware that this was going to happen. She goes on to say that she was most surprised that Heather Gay was able to pretend that she didn't know about the account. This is especially the case considering Jen Shaw served her with a cease and desist. Now, when asked if she thinks it was Heather's plan to expose her the entire season, she said, yeah, I do. But David then asked if she was worried while filming the season, knowing that people may already know about the account. And she said, not at all, because I'm sorry, like what the hell? The only person that I wronged on that page was Jen Shaw. That's it. So I did not think that they would have that kind of reaction, not for 1 second. I mean, they had more of a reaction to a burner page than they did to Jen Shaw punching someone square in the face. They had more reaction to the burner page than they did to Jen Shaw dumping a drink on Angie Katzaneva's head. But regarding if she's shocked that she was fired, she said no, she's not. She blames the short turnaround time for her not being back, as well as the ladies standing against her, and she then draws a comparison to Vanderpump Rules. But if freaking Ariana and Lala and all of them can film with freaking Sandoval, all again, get the go over yourselves. You know what I mean? Like, there's no reason why they shouldn't get over it there. She then clarifies whether casting knew about the burner's Instagram account. And she said, I never told casting, okay? So when Andy says in casting, and I said, yes, that's because of my interview with production. When they came to my home, where that account was discussed, it happened during casting, but I never told the people casting me. Does that make sense? So it was during the casting process, but the people that cast me did not know and still cast me. Now, David Yontif also asked Monica what she believes Jen would think of everything that happened on the show. And she said, I mean, I think we would all know she'd be pissed as hell. She's not happy. I wouldn't be happy either. That's why I said, out of everyone, she deserves to be pissed at me. You know what I mean? So she's not going to be happy. I'm on the show. She's not going to be happy. I mean, Heather literally sat on the reunion stage and said, when Andy said, if you could tell Jen anything right now, what would you say? And she was like, I'm not your bitch anymore. And then goes on, watch what happens live. And it's like, I hope Jen is happy we got Monica off. Now she continues, it's like, girl, are you her bitch anymore or are you not? So I just kind of feel like maybe she just has this weird, maybe, I don't know, part of me low key, part of me is like, did Jen and Heather plan this all along? Hmm. Interesting. Interesting. Now moving on. Obviously, now Monica feels injustice is at foot or a foot, whatever. Heavy reported why she thinks Heather should not be allowed back on the show. And she said, well, why the does Heather still get to be there? Tell us how you really feel. Because if you're saying I don't get to come back because I had a burner page, then she should not be allowed to come back because she lied to all the people. I mean, literally lied to everyone for like a year and a half on her book tours to her castmates' face, to the network. I shouldn't be here because I had a burner account. Whatever, that's great. But then Heather shouldn't still be here either. She then shared her evidence as to why Heather should not return, which is Heather revealing that Jen Shaw allegedly gave her the black eye when she previously denied any knowledge of the situation. Monica said the fact that she took it so far to make up these stories about it being production that maybe was involved in getting the black eye, that there were lawyers and investigators and police. So it's the magnitude. If you're saying mine is such a big magnitude and I can't be there for that, okay, but then neither should Heather. If we're really scaling this because people could have lost their damn jobs over the stuff that she was saying. And I don't think anyone could have lost their job because I had a burner page. So, yeah, that's kinda how I feel. Honestly, to be fair, and you guys know that Monica was at my birthday party. Monica's such a sweetheart, you guys. I know that you're like, "Adam, what the are you saying?" Because she had this burner page, and I get it. I really do. It's hot as fuck outside, and I don't give a shit right now, and I'm gonna say whatever I wanna say, and I'm sorry. It is 100, what is it? 406, 100 and I don't give a shit, just hot. And yeah, I might sound like a little annoyed, and that's fine, but I don't get it. I don't get casts being able to ostracize somebody out of the cast because they don't want to film with them. Because, like I made the analogy on Monday's Hot Messy Topics yesterday's, it's like that doesn't make sense to me. I don't think that if you work in any normal job that you would have the ability to get everybody to come around and be like, we don't want to work with this person anymore. What it was Heather Gay was realizing that her silly ass book story line, which lasted for fucking ever. And now she has a new one that's like Good Time Girl. So we're gonna have a whole book storyline again. Um, she realized that somebody else was getting more attention, and that didn't work for her. Yeah. Probably one of the most disappointing housewives I've ever met in my life. Heather Gay. Anyways, smash that like button, show some love. See you guys in a little bit. Love you guys.